So we're going to be upgrading our 1956 low voltage lighting system, which works off of relays, which I have up in the attic and down in the basement. These relays are about 80-90 bucks a piece, and we're going to be replacing them with new relays that are Wi-Fi enabled. Make everything into a smart home. We have these toggle momentary switches all throughout the house, which runs the relays that are in a central location. As you can see, we have probably 50 of these switches all over. They kind of act like a three-way switch, but you can have many more locations. So when we bought this house, I had no idea that it had this low voltage lighting system, and we had some relays go out, and it took me forever to find where most of them were, which is way up here in the attic. And this is what I found. I didn't touch this. This is the way I bought the house, and as you'll see, it's quite the mess. I don't think that's quite up to code. We gotta get that cleaned up. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna run conduit up here to the garage, and I'm gonna run everything back to the garage so you can get at it easy, and mount a new panel and terminate everything down there and tidy this up and make it safe. So down in the basement I got another panel of these, and there's the 24 volt transformer that runs the low voltage side of this. We're going to replace all that with a new 24 volt DC power supply to run the new Shelly1 switches that we're going to put and replace the old switches with, the old relays with. So here's the relay panel in the basement opened up. This one's in a lot better shape, but regardless, I want to replace these old relays. They're pretty expensive to replace, and being that this house is pretty old, they're going out quite often. So we're going to replace them with something that's a little better and more modern, a little cheaper to replace. Kind of hard to tell in this mess, but all the low voltage comes in the top, and all the 120 voltage comes through the bottom. So I'm going to keep those separated. There's a divider in there, so we keep the low voltage and high voltage separate yet. I'm going to run each one back in conduit all the way back there where the light is. So check this out. This was the main switch that would operate all the lights in the house. You can turn them all off from here in the master bedroom. Pretty ingenious, but we're going to be ripping all that out. I'm actually going to put a 120 outlet in there, rewire it, use the box so we have an outlet on this wall. We never had one. It'll help for vacuuming and stuff, so that'll be good. Well, I got the conduit run back to the panel in the garage from up in the attic. That's what we got up in the attic. Run them all the way back from the panel down there. So we should be able to run all the wires back, tidy things up here a bit. And here's what we got in the panel. Here's for the 120 voltage and the low voltage side. And they both run all the way back to the garage. Well, we got the conduit in to the garage. Now we can start running wires. Here's the conduit coming from the basement and the attic. Well, we got a lot of the wires up here. And I gotta do all the low voltage stuff. Well, we're starting to make some progress. Got all the new relays mounted. All the wire run from the box in the attic. Power's up to the panel. Still got a ways to go though. Well, now we got all the low voltage wires in. Well, I got all the wires pulled back from the box to the panel in the garage now. Now it's time to hook everything up. Well, I finally got this box cleaned up. Still a lot of wires, but they're all secure and safe now, so. Well, I got all the relays out of the basement now and all the wires tied up. Still looks like a mess, but not as bad as it was. There we go. We got it all hooked up. Everything's running. Thought I'd show you quick how I mounted these. I went to the local home improvement store, bought a piece of the black irrigation pipe they use for sprinkler systems. Can't remember the size, but it was just big enough to fit the diameter of the Shelly relay. Then I cut it on the table saw so the side profile looks like that. Mounted it in the box, and as you can see, the Shellys slide right in, no problem. Holds them nice and secure. Works really good. Well, everything's installed and working now. Got these new momentary switches that run everything. Got rid of the old 60-year-old switches that weren't working right. Well, overall, we're happy with how it turned out. So I got everything programmed in the Home Assistant, and I got it running on Alexa locally. So Alexa, turn off the lights. Alexa, turn on the lights. Alexa, turn off the lights. So there you have it. Everything's running. Thanks for watching.